Understanding how buyers or consumers behave is key to the success of your business. This is how you get to increase your sales, and that is going to translate into profit. You need to know their psychology, sociological makeup, social anthropology, even the economics of it all. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand and explain types of buying situations, their characteristics, and factors that are likely to impact consumers' decision on any of these situations. So what happens in business is that you're convincing people to buy from you. And at times, they also have to convince you to buy from them. In this case, we're talking about your suppliers. Now, if you understand the buying situation, you can easily leverage this to your advantage or to the advantage of your business. The kind of purchase often depends on purchasers' level of awareness, how they make decisions, and how they evaluate their decisions. Generally, there are three major types of buying situations, and they include, number one, new task. In this case, the buyer is making the purchase for the first time, or it could be something that they rarely buy. For instance, imagine someone who's buying a bunch of computers for the office, or someone who's buying a piece of real estate for the first time. In both cases, it's a new purchase. What you want to remember at this point is that the buyer has no past experience with this kind of purchase, and therefore the entire thing is a risk to them. So they're going to take their time to evaluate the alternatives. The second kind of purchase is modified rebuy or modified purchase. What happens here is that the buyer decides to make some modification to a purchase, maybe in terms of price, in terms of specification, in terms of terms of the contract, whatever it is. Okay, let's say you've been supplying pickup trucks to this particular company, and suddenly they tell you that they no longer want those kind of pickups, they want hybrid. So that is them modifying the rebuy or modifying the purchase. The other thing that could be happening here is that this could just be the buyer's way of trying to test something new. And the third one is straight rebuy. Now, this kind of purchase involves routine ordering of product, and in this case, the buyer is aware of their choices, they know what they're searching for, and are in a perfect condition to evaluate it. Generally, there are about 4 factors that are going to affect buyer's involvement in all of the 3 situations we've just mentioned. And the first one is what the product does for the buyer. The second one, how well or poorly the service or product meets the buyer's expectations and needs. The third one, the price or amount paid by the buyer. And the last one is the amount of effort exerted by the buyer in the process. So up to there, I hope you understand the lesson. If there is any question, let me know. As always, you can, directly message the question or email or leave it in the comments or whichever way that you're comfortable. So I'll see you in the next lesson.